Over the past 3 years, I've become absolutely fascinated with a singular word, and that word is start. Now, you may think you're a bit weird and a bit crazy for, having a fascination over a word, and I think you're right. But I think that's where greatness lies, in the crazy people. Today, I am going to just go over and create a different thought in your brain, because a lot of us are very one dimensional with our way of thinking, and it is my goal for this video to help you understand a new way of thinking. I'm going to try do no cuts. I'm going to try make this a little less I'm trying I'm trying to not use filler words, as I just said there, but the goal is now to lock in and explain to you exactly what we're going to be talking about. So, like I said, I want to talk about the psychology of starting. Now, for me, I was in a pretty dark place about 3 years ago, and didn't know where to go, didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. And I created this brand online called Tusig, Tosig, and that is kind of a play on words from the Irish word to start. I spoke Irish when I was growing up, and I think it's a cool way to brand a singular word, because that's what I want to do. I really want to brand the word start as my own. And I think for people to really understand it and for people to develop this way of thinking, I need to post content, I need to create. And the reason I'm making this video at 10 p.m. on a Saturday night is because I need to live the brand and I need to just start, which is the aim and the motto. And the reason I want to make this video and talk about this psychology of starting is because I have drawn this picture that if you're watching this on a video, you'll be able to see on the whiteboard. If not, I'll explain it too. Essentially, we have kind of like this hill or this hole that I call it. And a lot of us are unconsciously or consciously in this hole. I'm going to draw a person at the top left of the whiteboard. So there's going to be a person right here. Now, this person is looking across to the castle. They're looking across to this castle on the other side of this massive hole. And they don't realize that they have to go into this hole to get to the castle. Now, I'm going to rub out the person, because a lot of the time when you are that type of person who is on the left hand side and you're extremely far away from the castle, but you don't yet know about the hole just yet, you're kind of oblivious to everything. You maybe haven't had that much of a hard upbringing, or you haven't faced a lot of challenges in your life, because if you face challenges, you know what the hole is like. So that's why I'm going to draw a person at the bottom of the hole. And this is where I was 3 years ago. This is where a lot of the Tusig Health members are. These guys have, and me have, we know we're in a rut. We know we're at a stage where, I like to use the example of we're at the bottom of the hole, essentially. We're in a rut, we're stuck, we don't know where to go, and we feel it. We've have this wake up moment where we know we've hit rock bottom. There's been no other low that's been like this. It's just been continuously going down, 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 down. And the person started up here and they fell all the way down into the hole. Now, there's two things that a lot of people nowadays, a lot of young people face. The first one is depression and the other one is anxiety. Now, I have struggled with both, more recently anxiety, and when I was in this hole, depression. Because if we take the person who is at the bottom of the hole and we have them look back to where they were a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 3 months ago, this person is going to feel depressed. Because they're looking back at a person who is much higher up than them. They feel a sense of sadness. They feel like they're They don't know where they're going in their life. And it is this sensation, it is this feeling where depression comes from. Depression is when you don't like who you are because of who you were in the past. Or maybe someone broke your heart. Maybe someone, maybe you fell out with someone. Maybe you had an injury, which I had. You don't like the person you are right at this moment because of the person that you were. And this timeline can be whatever you want it to be. It can be 2 months, it can be 10 years. But once you know you're at the bottom, there's only 2 ways to go. Realistically, there's only one way, up. And if we then look this way, so we look up towards the castle on the right hand side, that is where anxiety comes from. And again, we look at the person we are right now and the person who we want to become. And you feel anxious because you don't know how to get there. Now, we've all heard the vision boards and I have 2 right there. We have the manifestation. We have that type of self-help. And I think it's great. It's great to have a vision. But a lot of people get anxiety because they're so far away from who they want to be. And that's perfectly fine. But it is this feeling, it is this right here that I've become absolutely obsessed over. This sensation of start, that I genuinely can't think of anything else. That word has had a hold over me over the last 3 years. And everything that I do now, I have that word in my brain. And I would love it to be the case where other people have that same opinion. Maybe they want to go chat to the girl, but they're too scared. Okay, tussig, just do it. Or maybe they want to go trial for the team. Okay, well, I'm not going to get it. I'm not good enough. I'm not doing, no, blah, 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 blah. Okay, tussig, just start. Go do it. That's what I want to be. And I really need to bottle this sensation up right here and help people and teach people how to take that step. Because when you know you're depressed and when you know you're anxious, that's in a weird way, that's a good thing. Because you've woken up. And I like to use the term the wake up, because you almost become conscious. You become conscious. Because a lot of the time we live our lives subconsciously. We just go about our day, things upset us. We kind of brush past them. We brush past arguments, whatever. It is this wake up moment where you realize you have emotions and you realize you either do or don't have control over your life. And realistically, you do have control over your life. And a lot of the time it's these limiting beliefs that you have in your brain that tell you you don't. Because the only way for this person is up. The only way from this person at the bottom of the hole is to get to the castle, is to get to their goals. The first step is knowing what the castle is. So that's why having your vision boards is good. Having your North Star to go chase is really, really good. But also understanding then that it's going to take a lot. It is going to take a lot of work, a lot of heartbreak, a lot of brain power to get there. And that's completely normal. That's completely okay. And the other thing is, this always grows. This always continues to grow, this castle. It almost gets further and further away. But once you start going up towards it, once you start going towards your mission, you find a purpose, your life just becomes so much better. And like I said, it is this singular sensation. It is this feeling of, I know there's a castle. I know there was a person who I used to be. And I can make a change for myself. And it's up to me to make a change for myself. I like to look at the two A's of this, we have accept and accountability. Right here, this person has to accept and take accountability for every single thing that he's done in his life. Every good thing, every bad thing, everything that's happened to them, they have to accept and take accountability for why they are where they are. They're in the hole because they got into the hole. No one else got them into the hole. It was you who walked down into the hole. And it's right there. It's that split second where you have this epiphany, this realization that you have to make a change. And then comes the money question, the $100 million question. Is where do I start? And that's why that word has had such a hold on over me over the past few months and the past few years. It's up to you. And I think that's the feeling and having an understanding that it is up to you, and it is you, like, it is your life. So you have to make the most of it, and you have to start. Whatever it is you want to do, whether it's create content, whether it's grow your brand online, whether it's become a professional footballer, whatever dream it is, you have to start. Whatever it is you want to do, you have to start somewhere. And the first step is understanding that you have what it takes. You have what it takes. It's so important. And I really believe people need to understand this. People need to stop living their life on autopilot and letting stuff happen to them and commenting when other people go do other stuff and go do different stuff. Because it is the people who did things differently who changed the world. And you have what it takes to change the world. And if you are saying to yourself, if you're listening to this or watching this, and you're saying, I don't have what it takes, you have to change. It is you who has to change. You have to change your belief system that you are completely unique and completely different to every single person on this planet. And you have what it takes to do whatever you want. I promise you, you do. Whether you know it or not. And I think if you are watching this, you're listening to this, you could be right here. You could be at the bottom of the hole. You could be where I was 3 years ago. Now, am I saying I'm at the castle? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm nowhere near my castle. But I've started. I've just started. And I have become a completely different human being in the past 3 years. If you knew me 3 years ago compared to me now, you would see a completely different human being. What did I do? I just started doing shit. Sorry to be crude. I just started doing random stuff. I started creating content online, which is step one, self-development. I recommend everyone to do it. That's why I'm teaching the guys in Tussock Health to create content, because it's extremely humbling when you're shit. Second thing, I started to build a software. I didn't know how to code. And AI at the time, ChatGPT had just came out, and AI at the time couldn't do what I wanted my software to do. So I stopped. But I learned no code. I built software basically with no code. And then I just said, I can't do this. I don't know how to code. Now I could probably build the app in like a minute, probably, with ChatGPT. Marketing agency. I started a marketing agency that I still run. That is extremely important when you need humbling experience as well. Reaching out to clients, getting results, getting no results, like having control over someone else's business is extremely difficult. Along the way, it is when you become aware of this journey, you realize that there are hundreds of mini holes on your way out of your hole. in a weird way. And I've had plenty of times over the past couple of years where stuff hasn't gone my way. I had 3 major injuries in 4 years of college soccer. I didn't play a lot. And again, it was that character development that led me to this realization of the start. Whatever it is you want to do, you have to begin. And I found an enjoyment in creating content. I love talking about this type of stuff. I love helping other people realize what I realized. And that's what I'm trying to build with Tussock Health. That's what I'm trying to build with the guys who are in right now. I'm helping them one-to-one with their brain. Because we all have the ability, we just kind of don't see it within ourselves. And sometimes you kind of need someone to just probe and point the finger and say, you have what it takes. I don't really know where else I'm trying to go with this, but depression and anxiety are good because you realize you either are at the bottom of the hole and you realize how far you've come down. That's depression. And if you can see the castle, you can see this higher version of yourself, and you aren't where you want to be, that's anxiety. And the way to get over both of these is to start, is to go on a journey, is to try shit, is to learn, is to meet new people, is to fail. And once you do that, your life will completely change. The people you meet will be completely different. And yes, you'll have to go through a lot of pain to get there. Yes, there will be friends that maybe don't see you anymore, or maybe your family members don't really agree, and that's completely normal. That's completely fine. You have to be set on your mission. And it's there. And just start. Like it's as simple as that. And like I said, that's the sensation, that's the feeling that I'm really trying to bottle up. And that's all the content that I'm going to create over the next couple of months, is the start. And that's exactly why I'm making this video right now. I could very easily, I just got in from work, I could very easily sit and watch a movie tonight and not create and not share this message. But that would be doing the brand, and that would be doing my purpose a disservice. And I have definitely found that my mission is to help people just start and help people realize and help them understand their own potential. Because I fully believe that we are capable of immense things. We just sometimes need a bit of help in figuring that out. So, hopefully there was no filler words in that. I don't want to edit this because I don't. And I think I really want to just share this message in as raw and honest as I can. Do I know, is this the style of content that I want to create? No, I want it to be higher production. I want it to be better. But guess what? You have to start. You have to start somewhere. And this is where we're starting now. A tiny little bedroom at home. Is it where I want to be? No, but I've started. And if you are in a similar situation where you're in a rut, you're feeling lost, you're feeling lonely, just try shit, man. Just get out into the world, learn some stuff online, and just try. And I promise you, your life is going to be 10 times better within a couple of months.